Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I think some of you guys are going to think that this is like the dumbest and like silliest idea, and some of you guys are going to think that it's genius. Also, yes, I did darken my hair a little bit and it's already lightened because I washed it once. I'm going to eventually use permanent color so it'll actually stay the color that I, want it to be. Anyway, hi. Okay, so in today's video, I've talked about mindset a lot lately. I know that one of the things that I have to do is like treat myself better and treat myself like I like myself and like I care about myself, because honestly, I don't really like myself and I don't really like myself enough to care about myself. In some ways I do, of course. In some ways, like I follow a strict diet and all that kind of stuff. But in a lot of ways, I just would rather focus on other people and people please and focus outward, or focus on my negativity and my depression and my pessimism, And so I've really struggled with taking care of myself. And one of the things that I decided, I think a few weeks ago, I wrote this down. I don't know if I've told you guys about it yet though. One of the things that I want to do to like kind of treat myself a little bit better is about once a month, I want to kind of like take myself shopping, and not, oh, I want a new top, so I'm going to go shopping, and not like, oh, I really need new shoes, I'm going to go shopping. Not that way. I mean more in like, kind of like I want to buy myself a couple things within a budget that maybe I wouldn't normally buy, but that I would like love it if someone else surprised me with, or if like a boyfriend bought them for me, or something that like would kind of make me smile, but I wouldn't really generally want to buy for myself, that kind of stuff. And so I'm going to do that today for the first time, see how it goes. I am going to go to TJ Maxx and Target, and I'm going to give myself about like a $50 budget or so. And again, I'm going to do this, I think, we'll see how it goes today, about once a month. And I almost kind of want to see it as like a gift to myself, because the 5 love languages, I kind of have all 5. So I do love quality time. I do love words of affirmation, all that kind of stuff. And I do love gifts. I love giving gifts and I like receiving gifts. They can be tiny, but it's like you're thinking of someone, And so I kind of want this to be like, I'm thinking of myself and I'm thinking of what might make me smile and what might put a little bit of joy, not the Jesus type of joy that's like that type of fulfilling, but just something cute and like, oh, I care about you here, And again, I've just spent so long not caring about myself that I have to make some like really drastic and different and interesting changes. And this is one of them. Hey, Katie, I care about you, which is, again, kind of weird to say. I know I spoke about in one of my last videos that I was getting better at it. And honestly, the last week or so I've dipped, but I can get back, Like, here's the thing. I wear these earrings all the time, right? I love them. But I could maybe get another pair of earrings from TJ Maxx for $14, like that's okay. But sometimes when I walk around TJ Maxx and I look at earrings, I'm like, oh no, like I kind of talk myself out of it, But so when I'm on these little like monthly, little like buying myself a gift, I'm going to see it as that. I want to be like, no, if I like those earrings, okay, you can have them, And again, I'm going to do it within a budget and all that kind of stuff. But I just kind of want to see it as like giving myself a gift, I guess. I don't know. I don't really know if I'm explaining it right. But again, I think that some people are going to think that's silly. And some people are going to kind of understand like, you know what? I don't really care about myself either. And I really wish that someone else would just tell me they care about me, or someone else would buy me presents, or someone else would spend quality time with me. And it's like, you know what? I do want that. But also, I also want to do it for myself as well. Not in a selfish way, not in a spoiled way, nothing like that. But just in a like, hey, Katie, I care about you. Because I am you and I have to take care of you, And so there's several ways I'm going to go about that. But this is just one of them. And I think it could be maybe nice. I don't know. We're going to see. But so I'm at TJ Maxx right now. And then honestly, Dollar Tree is right here. I might even just get like a little gift bag. Here's the thing. Some of you guys might be the same as I am in some ways, right? One of the things is that sometimes I love something, but I don't do it for myself. And I just really wish someone else would do it for me. That's kind of what we're talking about here, One of those things is that I love unwrapping presents. I think it's so fun. I don't even care what it is. And so I might just like buy wrapping paper or buy like a little bag and tissue paper and wrap it up and stuff, then unwrap it myself later. Which again, some people might think is silly, but I'm like really trying to learn how to take care of myself. And so I'm kind of like just figuring some stuff out, but also if you know that you enjoy unwrapping stuff, why aren't we just wrapping up everything so that we can unwrap it and give ourselves like little bouts of joy and little smiles? Why aren't we doing that? You know what I mean? So yeah, so I'm going to go shop at TJ Maxx and then shop at Target. I'll show you a little bit of shopping in there. And then I'm probably going to go back to the house and wrap up these things because I think it's fun. I don't even want to laugh at myself. I don't want to do that. I don't want to diminish this because the whole, like some people who have childhood wounds, like you almost have to like heal that part, obviously heal that part, but then in a way, like almost treat yourself like a child sometimes so that you can heal those parts. Anyway, TJ Maxx, Target, and then I'm gonna go back to the house, and then I will show you everything that I buy then.
I can't speak when you're near me. All I feel is something way bigger than me. You take the ropes and I'll take advantage. You've never been loved and I'm a romantic. I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go. You make me feel something different. You are the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same? I can't sleep thinking about you. All I feel is you make it harder to breathe. You take the ropes and I'll take advantage. You've never been loved and I'm a romantic. I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go. You make me feel something different. You are the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same? We've both been through the pain. Said things never change. I know you've been hurt, but you could put faith into me. 'Cause I promise that I'll love you slow. I'll never be the first to go. You make me feel something different.
Not tomatoes. That smells nice. Confuse me.
You are the piece I've been missing all my life. Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Do you feel the same? Broken up, I feel like I'm in pieces. Couldn't take the heat and all the feelings. Always running from what's really good for me. So much more to life that I'm too blind to see. Lucky enough to get you in my veins. Hoping that I can stay high on this wave. I need you like I tried. Don't know what I'm doing. Left your heart in ruins. What have I become when I need you like I tried? Admit that I'm an addict. It hurts when I don't have it. What have I become when I need you like I tried? Shaking up and barely feeling sober. Heartbroken and always hungover. I can tell when you've read all my messages. There's no chance of getting you back again. Lucky enough to get you in my veins. Hoping that I can stay high on this wave.
Hey guys, so I ended up getting quite a few things for like my little, I'm buying myself presents once a month. Here's the thing, I'm still going to buy myself things throughout each month, right? Like if I need a new lip liner or whatever, like I'm gonna buy myself stuff. But again, like once a month, I kind of want it to be like a few little things at once or one big thing, whatever. But things that like I wouldn't normally buy or that I've been putting off buying that like I really kind of wanted, but I was like, oh, I don't really know if I need it, you know, like that kind of stuff. And so I got one thing at TJ Maxx and then like a bunch of things at Target. And so the one thing that I got at TJ Maxx is this little Kate Spade like phone chain holder thing. They had a few different ones. They had like a bunch of different like metals and materials, that word. But I really liked the gold ones and they had a few of these, but I like this one because it's like a really thick, like it feels like thick and nice. And it's like this square chain. I think it's really cool. And I also am gonna get myself a new phone case because I got a new phone case a few months ago and I got a clear one. And here's the thing about all these like Amazon clear phone cases. They all say non-yellowing and then they all turn yellow after 3 months. So I'm just gonna buy myself a new phone case as well. Or actually, wait, I already did. I ordered it today. It'll be here tomorrow. And I ended up getting, I'll show you guys. I ended up getting one of like the wavy cases because at TJ Maxx today, I saw that Kate Spade had like a pink wavy case and I thought it was so cute, but they didn't have the phone size for my phone. And so I went online and I found a very similar one, not Kate Spade, but a similar one for like $20. And they had a few different colors, but I ended up getting like this like taupey brown color. Cause you guys know me, I'm generally neutral. Even though I loved that pink phone case, generally pretty neutral. So I got that like taupey brown one, that'll be here tomorrow. So then I'll attach this to it. So you just kind of like do like a little knot thing through, not a knot, but like you slip it through, you know, and then you can just hold your phone from this little like chain, or you can put it on your wrist. You can put it on like the crook of your elbow. Is it called the crook of your elbow? Why? But you can put it there, or honestly, like when I'm holding my phone, this will be nice to have as like a secondary holding it. You know what I mean? Like you'll feel a little bit more secure. So anyway, I got that. This was $14.99. They did have ones that were like $7, but I really just liked this one more. And yeah, so anyway, okay, so I got that. And then I got a bunch of things at Target. There was a coupon. So I did get some of the stuff on sale. And also I definitely went over the $50. I don't know by how much, not by like a lot, but by a little bit. Okay, so one thing that I have been telling myself I was gonna buy for months, literally months, and I have not done it, is like a little mirror. Or maybe did I buy one and I didn't like it and I returned it, and then I was gonna buy another one and then never did, or whatever. But I just got this little mirror. It's Conair. It was like $8, but again, like everything was on sale because I had a coupon. And this is a, what is it, 5X on one side and regular mirror on the other. But yeah, I literally just don't have one of these. And so I've been meaning to get one for a long time. And I just got this one. It's the only color it came in. That's me, hello. Okay, so I got that. And then another thing that I have looked at so many times, and it was only $11 plus, you know, another dollar off or so because it was on sale. I've looked at it so many times, but I never bought it. I don't know why. Is the Diamond Filler Physicians Formula little like blush, cheek and lip color. And I ended up getting it in the color Brilliant Peach, which is not like me. I'm usually a cool toned pink girl, but lately I've been kind of getting more into warm tones in terms of like my cheek colors and stuff. And so I wanted to try this one. And again, I've seen it a million times and I thought about getting it a million times. Either color, because they have two. And I just never did. Oh, it's one of these. I didn't swatch it in the store because they don't have testers. Are we gonna like that? I think we might. Yeah, that looks pretty. Okay, cool. So I got that. And then this doesn't really count because I do need a new mascara soon. So like this doesn't really count, but I got the Pacifica Dream Big Lash Extended 7-in-1 Mascara. It's a very long name and I think I butchered half of those words for some reason, but this is really cool. I've used this several times before because you can twist the wand and you can make it longer and skinnier, which is good for length, and you can make it shorter and like fatter. That's better for volume. And so I've used this before, but again, I just need a new mascara soon anyway, and I just picked it up because I saw it while I was there. So I don't think this really counts, but whatever. Okay, so then I ended up getting, oh, this was on sale. This was like on clearance. It's normally $10, it was $3. So I'm like, yeah, let me try that. And to be fair, I have tried this in the past, but a very long time ago, and I don't remember if I liked it or not, but I wanted to get a new primer because my skin, you guys know I was breaking out like a lot the last year, and then it actually started to get a little bit better. It's still not fantastic, okay, but it's getting better. However, around my mouth especially, I noticed that foundation or concealer or whatever I put there always breaks up like really easily, or it looks like chunky. And so I'm like, you know what, let me try a primer. If you guys have a primer recommendation, honestly, I don't care if it's from Sephora, Ulta, Target, I don't care. If you have a primer recommendation that helps with like, I don't know, like if your makeup looks like chunky and like, it just looks like patchy and weird, if you have a primer recommendation, please let me know. But I just ended up getting this little e.l.f. Putty Primer Trio. It has the regular, the matte, and the luminous. And again, this was $3. So maybe they're discontinuing it, I don't know. But so I got this to try because it's supposed to obviously help with pores, but I wonder if it'll just smooth out any texture. So we'll see, got that. And then I also got this to try, another little primer, and it came in like a little mini. This was like $5. The e.l.f. Power Grip Primer. Here's the thing about this that makes me a little bit nervous. Why is there blue and yellow dye in here? Like, I don't think that's to even out skin tone. I think that's just to make it this color. And then I don't love that, but regardless, I think that I've heard good things about this. So we can see if this helps as well, but it's supposed to be dewy. I don't really need that in Florida. Like, I'm already sweating. But it says it locks in makeup and it grips makeup. So I'm okay with looking a little dewy if my makeup's not sliding around. So I'm gonna try that one as well. And again, this is just like a little mini. So it was only $5. And the last couple things that I got are, again, if I want to take care of myself a little bit more, you guys know that one of the things that I've struggled with for a very long time is my hair. And again, I recently got it dyed again, but the toner that they use at this salon just fades really fast. And so I know that it still looks darker than it did in like my last videos, but it just already is fading. And so honestly, soon, obviously I could go somewhere else and I could use different dye and whatever, but I just think that it's time to use permanent dye on my hair and decide. I want it to be probably about this level, maybe a little bit darker, but more like cool tone neutral, not too warm. Like this is very, very warm. And I prefer my hair to be a little bit more on the neutral, cool side, kind of like my roots. So anyway, I just want to take care of my hair a little bit better. And I've been doing that for months. I got so many products to like help, you know, with the dryness, and I've been getting haircuts and all that kind of stuff, you know, so like I am taking better care of my hair than I used to. But one extra thing that I wanted to do is just buy a few more like little hair accessories. And so this one I have seen again so many times but never bought it. I'm like, you know what, Katie, just buy it today. It was like with the discount like $8 or $9, and it's the Hair Edit gilded wrap clip, and I just think it's so cute because it's gold and I love gold. Can I like take this out easily? Like, oh, okay, this is a ponytail. Okay, and it says it on the back, but I did not pay too much attention. This is not a regular hair clip. This is a ponytail holder clip. So I guess if I just put my hair up, hold on. Do I have a hair tie here? I should. Yes, okay, hold on. Let's do this. Okay, ignore that. Okay, and then I guess you just do this. It doesn't go all the way around my ponytail, but I guess you just do that. How's that look? Can you see? Does it look cute? So I got this. Let's take this out. Okay. And then I also got another one of these little like flat clips. This one's not as flat. It's obviously very rounded, but it's like a sideways hair clip. I have two of these and I really, really like them a lot. And this is just like a little bit of a different one because again, it is kind of bubbled up, but it's still just like a really cool hair clip. And that was $8 or $9, I think. And then with that little discount, another $1 or $2 less. And then I got these as well, because sometimes I'm looking for a clip like this size where I'm just putting up like some of my hair. And so that's like a kind of like a tortoise-shelly cheetah, tortoiseshell. And then just a classic matte black one as well. And this was like $5. So I want to see this again. I want to put this on my face. Hold on. I already have a decent amount of makeup on, but let's get a brush. That's pretty. That's really pretty. Let's do this side so I match. But yeah, I think I'm gonna do this probably about once a month, maybe every other month or so. And no, I did not end up wrapping them, but I still kind of think that wrapping them could be a cute idea. Because here's the thing, sometimes the things that heal you are gonna be things that other people might wanna tease you for or might make fun of you for, you know, but like, you know what could help you. And honestly, if someone teases you for it, it's just because they're not healed, you know, which is such a bummer because so many people would rather like put other people down than admit their own faults, you know, which is like such a bummer. But yeah, I wanted to do this. And I was gonna say for myself, but that's very hard for me to say. Like, it's very hard for me to say that I wanna do things for myself because like I've talked about in so many videos, I've always seen that as selfish. I've always seen it as not biblical. I've always seen it as not something that God would say to us. However, I think that's because I've looked at it so much from like the societal view of you do you, you're the main character, only do what you think is right, doesn't matter about everyone else, blah, blah. It's like, no, we live in a society and what we do does affect other people. And this life is not just about us. It's about how we can help other people and spread the gospel, you know, and be more like Jesus, you know? And so it is about us in terms of how we act and how we think and how we heal ourselves and how we take care of ourselves so that we can, again, help other people learn about Jesus and spread joy and spread the good news. And so within that, I think taking care of ourselves is very important, but I think there's a huge line between taking care of ourselves in a biblical way versus prioritizing yourself in a way where you ignore everyone else, or you think you're better than everyone else, or you're selfish, or you're self-involved, or you're only doing things for yourself. You don't care about anybody else. I think there's a difference. And I've just kind of always seen it as this category over here. So I've run away from it. So I've only either focused on my pessimism, negativity, or I've focused on everybody else. And like, so I'm really trying to figure out what it means to take care of myself and do nice things for myself even. And they don't have to be monetary, of course. Of course, they do not have to be monetary. It's just something that I chose to do because I like presents. And I like buying makeup sometimes, and I'm excited about this, and I want to work on like feeling less guilty about existing in society, like the whole idea of some people have a difficult time like feeling like they take up space, so I've like diminished myself and all that kind of stuff because like I don't want to take up space. I don't want to bother people. I don't want to annoy people. I don't want to be a burden. I don't want anything. And it's like, well, I have to care about myself more so that, no, again, it does not go as far as I'm the main character, I'm the only thing that matters in the whole world, so I can just do whatever I want. No, like I still want to be a responsible human, and I still want to care about other people and whatever, so it's not that I just do whatever I want, look at me. It's, hey, you're allowed to exist and have needs and have boundaries and have things that you enjoy and do things that other people might make fun of, but who cares, like I'm allowed to exist. I know that's a funny sentence. It doesn't feel funny. It feels devastating, but I know it's a funny sentence because we're all right here, right? But I just know that there are some of us who like belittle ourselves because we don't like ourselves, or because we feel like a burden, or because we feel annoying, or we don't want to bother people. So we diminish our needs, we diminish our desires, our boundaries, the things that we want in life. And I've noticed I've done that a lot in relationships, with work, with friends, with all that kind of stuff, that I've ignored my own needs, wants, and boundaries just to people please. But in reality, I heard something recently that's like, hey, when you're people pleasing, who are you actually pleasing? I heard that and I was like, oh, that's good. Because most of the time when you're people pleasing, the other people usually don't really care, because a lot of people, if they care about you, they want you to take care of yourself. They want you to have boundaries. They want you to voice your needs. So I'm over here being like, oh, I don't need anything. And then the people, I'm playing with this hair tie. And then the people who care about me, it's like, no, but you do need things. And I'm like, no, I'm good. And then I either get depressed or I get angry or whatever, it's like, Katie, like it's a tough thing for me to learn. And some of these things are obvious to other people, and some of these things people never learn, and so I'm grateful that I'm learning it in general, but it's a weird road for sure. And so again, buying myself some $3 primer might seem silly to you, or might seem like, how does that connect with mindset and stuff? But it's more not that I deserve nice things, or, oh, you do you, or you had a hard day so you deserve to go shopping. I don't see it like that. I just see it as, take care of yourself. And if you enjoy going to Target once a month, I mean, I go, once a week, but if you enjoy having a specific time that you go once a month and you buy yourself a couple little things and you put them in a bag and you give them to yourself, that's fine. That's okay. It doesn't have to be that it's so good or you deserve it or, oh my gosh, you're the best. It doesn't have to be like that. It can just be, yeah, it's okay. And again, I think a lot of people already know this, and it's just really difficult for me because I've always felt so like, I don't want to be a burden. I don't want to be needy. I don't want to need anything. I don't want to bother anybody, even myself. I'm, pointless and all that stuff. I don't want to take up any space, that whole thing. So it's a big learning thing for me. And so anyway, let me know in the comments what you think about this. If you've struggled with these kind of issues that I've been struggling with, and if you found anything that helps you, please let me know, because I would love to hear. Because even if it might not help me, it might help someone else in the comments, because some things help a lot of people, some things help only a couple people, but sharing ideas could be helpful sometimes, so please let me know in the comments just what you think about this kind of stuff. And yeah, I'm gonna go put all this away And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me a little bit during like a mindset and shopping video. I hope that you enjoyed. I hope that you're subscribed for some videos like this. I do like to talk about mindset, especially nowadays. I have been talking about it a little bit more, but I also like to talk about food and travel and road trips and just kind of like my day-to-day life. And so I really do hope that you're subscribed. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.